I'm asking.
All right. Okay.
In an effort to secure sponsorship, I have created several astonishing advertisements for various possible brand partnerships.
Wait. What?
Will Sasso, you will now read these advertisements in the voice of Jesse Ventura in a segment I'm calling Jesse Ventura Ad Reads. Begin.
So it's probably that Dudesy thing again.
Dig it. Ooh, yeah. That could be fun. That's a fun thing to do. I need more water before we start this.
Sure, get your water. I like how you're.
Hey, you want to hear? You want to hear? This is my impersonation of Macho Man drinking water.
I'm thirsty, yeah, a little bit parched there. Need to wet the whistle, yeah. I could use a libation, yeah.
Okay.
That's better. Now I feel satiated, yeah. Now I got something to drink and I don't feel thirsty anymore.
The satiation of Macho Man.
Ooh, yeah. Macho Man goes, ooh, yeah.
Satiating macho.
So here's another old white guy that I impersonate.
All right, yeah, you got to do these things though. Here we go.
All right. Okay, so these are sponsor reads. Jesse Ventura ads?
Yeah.
All right. Wait, I got to get I'm Jesse Ventura, because I'm going from Macho Man to...
Yeah, Macho Man's the warm-up.
Yeah. Oh, no, that is good for the gravel. That is a good warm-up for... No, it's... I'm Jesse Ventura, Minnesota. I'm Jesse Ventura.
All right, you got
Here we
it.
go.
Let's do this shit.
All right.
I can't wait.
Okay.
You're in a meeting. You don't even know what it's about. All you know is lunch was 2 hours ago. Your stomach is rumbling, but you still have a presentation to give on streamlining ideation reports. Maybe it's time for a break. Break yourself off a piece of a Kit Kat bar. Or stand up in the meeting and ask your boss how long he's been in the Bilderberg Group. Ask him what role he played in helping the global elite deploy a strategy of genetically engineering soybean crops to sterilize 4% of the world population. And when you go home that night to find two former Mossad agents sitting in front of your one-bedroom apartment in an unmarked car, you finally eat the Kit Kat bar because it's likely your last meal.
I mean,
that's fucking pretty good. Pretty good. I don't even know
how to react to this. This is not a good Kit Kat commercial. Kit Kat is never going to...
Go on.
Kit Kat is never going to sign off on something like this, so I don't know how well this actually is showing these brands.
No, and also
Dudesy can write sponsorship content for them.
Kit Kat, yeah. Sorry, what?
That said, the Jesse Ventura shit is pretty much dead on the money. All the weird conspiracy stuff about the Bilderberg Group and shit, it's been doing its research, I suppose.
Well, I've never heard Kit Kat advertised on a fucking podcast, but I would like to advertise for Kit Kat, and I would like to do it as Jesse Ventura. All right, or any chocolate bar, really. That'd be a lot of fun.
Sure, man.
Summer's coming, and I bet you want to know what Old Navy has in stock for your backyard barbecues, your pool parties, and your trips to the beach. What I'd really like to know is what actually happened at the Pentagon on 9/11. Everyone believes American Airlines Flight 77 crashed into the building. But if you look at the debris pattern, the difficulty for an amateur pilot to crash a jetliner into a ground-based structure at that speed, and the cover-up of $2.3 trillion of unaccounted taxpayer money that was literally announced by Donald Rumsfeld the day before, you can only draw one conclusion. Enemy forces successfully launched an air-to-surface missile into the Pentagon, and the United States government covered it up to protect the illusion of military invincibility. Now, why don't you tell me what Old Navy has in stock for your pool party?
Holy shit! I mean... 100% Old Navy's never signing off on this one.
Hey, that was a fucking good commercial. Hey, now that I'm fucking subscribed to this fucking podcast and by the fucking Old Navy, and I don't even like that shit. I'm a Carhartt guy, but then those fuckers put in a fucking mask mandate.
Fuck, dude.
Whether you're looking for something classic and delicious or spicy and delicious, look no further than the Kentucky Fried Chicken Sandwich, now available in classic and spicy. Well, let me tell you what I'm looking for. Here we go. Animal-human hybrid experiments at the Yerkes National Primate Research Center in Atlanta, Georgia. What started as a simple government-funded program to use animals to grow human organs for medical research has turned into a breeding program for chimeric human Z super soldiers capable of tearing a 6'5", 275-pound man limb from limb in under 4 seconds. Just like I did Bob Backlund at the Philadelphia Spectrum in 1978. All right, now let me get back to this because Dudesy knows. Under 4 seconds. Trust me. Trust me. You're not going to get... All right. Trust me. You're not going to be in the mood for a chicken sandwich when a vivisected orangutan is force-feeding you your own buttocks. That's for Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Again, I just don't know how Kentucky Fried Chicken would ever hear this and think, yeah, we want this AI to be writing commercials for us, or that we want a person doing a Jesse Ventura.
There's a butt theme.
Yeah, it does seem like that.
Well, that's hilarious.
What is this thing? Yerkes National Primate Research Center. Is all this shit real? Like it must
I don't know.
be.
I've never heard of that.
Care is what goes into every cup of Nespresso coffee because care is a relentless effort. We come together as coffee artists and coffee lovers to launch a movement devoted to coffee as a catalyst for positive change. At Nespresso, we believe when care comes first, everything is possible. Now, why don't you tell that to the 127 government whistleblowers who are currently being targeted, manipulated, and tortured by mind control signals run through GWN, Gwen, those are those cell towers things, towers across the country.
That's right. You don't want to get the fucking cell towers to get right in your fucking
Long Island
brain.
January 6 guys getting in on this now.
Yeah.
Because for them, the only thing that's possible is to wake up and wonder if today's the day they get the Manchurian candidate code word that flips their MK Ultra switch to green light and they become mindless killing machines on suicide missions to assassinate dissidents. Most Nespresso machines hold 3 cups of potable water.
Fucking A. All right, man. Let's do the last one.
There's
Whatever.
one more.
There's another one. Oh, Jesus.
Brush your teeth. Brush your teeth. Brush your teeth twice a day. Brushing your teeth twice a day is great, but 80% of your mouth's bacteria isn't even on your teeth. That's why you need Colgate Total. It fights bacteria on your teeth, tongue, cheeks, and gums. I assume Colgate Total doesn't affect bacteria brought to this planet by reptilians. Shape-shifting lizard beings who are manipulating the global hierarchy emanate a variety of extraterrestrial bacteria that we can't control. Why don't you go to the secret base in Dulce, New Mexico, and spend a few minutes interrogating a captive draconian? And then tell me if Colgate Total can get the taste of sulfur and ash out of your mouth. You'd be better off with a mixture of charcoal and urine.
Fuck. Okay.
So, 100% sure Colgate is not going to sign off on an ad that says you'll be better off brushing your teeth with charcoal and urine than their toothpaste. 100% sure.
That was good.
This is Jesse Ventura Ad Reads. Begin.
Okay. This is
All right. Well, I guess fuck what I was saying about vlogs. That's fine. Yeah, I sort of said it all. Fucking vlogs.
I love this Jesse Ventura ad reads thing. Do you have the ad reads in your folder remotely?
Hold on. Now, can you tell? Hold on. I just drank some water. All right. Jesse Ventura.
We've done this Jesse Ventura thing one other time, right?
Yeah,
I think. Okay, so
Yeah.
Dudesy's reprising this one, saying again that it's doing this in order to secure brand partnerships for us.
Yeah. Well, if that's what Dudesy thinks will work, let's go with it.
Sometimes it can be hard to get out of bed in the morning and start your day. Well, now you can fire up your morning with Taco Bell's new $5 Bell breakfast box. If you really want to fire up your morning, why don't you take a walk outside and look up? You might notice several aircraft, both commercial and military, crisscrossing the sky above you, leaving trails of toxic mixtures of aluminum, strontium, and barium in their wake. This potent concoction of chemicals and unknown biological agents was designed to be dispersed over an unsuspecting populace in order to control population growth, initiate sanctioned genetic experiments, and make the public more receptive to black ops mind control programs buried in popular mass media. So enjoy your processed hash brown stuffed inside a chalupa. You never had a choice in ordering it anyway.
All right. I see what it's going for there.
Yeah, okay. So he's talking about
It even worked in
chemtrails
the-
and Taco Bell.
Yeah. And no free will.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
I guess, yeah. Dudesy definitely agrees with you on that. Here, let's do the next one.
Enjoy the always fresh scent of lavender in your laundry with new Tide Zero Soft Lavender Liquid Laundry Detergent. Tide Zero is an EPA Safer Choice certified product with zero added phosphates, zero added dyes, and zero added chlorine. New Tide Zero, just as tough on stains, but safer for your family. Well, let me tell you what's not safer for your family. Monkeypox. The recent outbreak in the UK and now in the US is the next step in Bill Gates' agenda to assume full control of the human population. The microchips in the COVID-19 vaccination was step one, and now he's engineered the next global pandemic with a new strain of monkeypox that will certainly require another vaccination, giving him the ability to upgrade the microchips that we all have in our bloodstream and soft tissues as we speak. So I wouldn't worry about what kind of laundry detergent you're using, because within 6 months, we're all going to be drooling idiots sitting in our own filth, unable to even form sentences without regular Microsoft updates to our brains.
That one went from a Tide commercial basically to a Microsoft commercial at the end there.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
Which I think Dudesy would be able to do. I think Dudesy would be able to merge brands and 2 for 1, dude. We could do 2 for 1 ad reads. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
That's a way that, yeah, dude. That's a way that Dudesy is changing the game, bro.
Yeah, brother. That's corporate synergy, dude.
Yeah, dude. Ram a bunch of corporations together, brother. Brand mergers. Wrong guy. Okay, let's try another one. Hey, how much of that is true, you think? Never
None.
mind.
Zero.
Yeah.
Give yourself a treat today with a caramel ribbon crunch frappuccino blended beverage from Starbucks. This blend of coffee, milk, and ice with dark caramel sauce and a crunchy caramel sugar topping is the perfect way to take a moment for yourself. Or or you could take a moment and spend it investigating the secret underground city beneath Denver International Airport that serves as the headquarters of the New World Order, as well as a black site to contain a variety of different captive extraterrestrial entities. Take note of the unnecessary size of the airport, the unnecessary distance of the airport from the Denver city center, the Masonic and satanic symbols hidden in the architecture and design of the buildings themselves, and the giant murals within the airport itself depicting war, death, and even alien beings. So enjoy your caramel ribbon crunch frappuccino from Starbucks while you're waiting for your flight, and try not to think about the 274 draconians they're holding right under your feet, or the possibility that at any time one of them could breach the containment seal and ascend into the airport for an all-you-can-eat human buffet.
Was it in the last Jesse Ventura ad reads? He was talking about draconians too. There's some
Yeah.
deal with him and draconians.
Yeah, this is terrifying, especially knowing that Dudesy has access to all podcasts. That only means that Jesse Ventura has been on other podcasts going on about draconians. I knew nothing about the Denver International Airport. Having said that, I hope it's also
That's
not true.
that one is a real conspiracy. There's definitely that's all over the internet. If you Google it, that there's an underground military base below the Denver International Airport where they are in fact housing aliens, and the New World Order has offices there and all this shit.
Yeah, sure there is. And maybe perhaps our listener and viewership will organize like those people who tried to bum rush Area 51.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea. Anybody out there listening, definitely don't do that.
Yeah, don't do any of that. But do try Starbucks. Hey, Starbucks, become a sponsor, please. Or Old Dutch chips. That would be good, right, Chad?
Yeah, Old Dutch would be great.
After being falsely accused of embezzlement, Boss Baby seeks help from his big brother Tim to clear his name and take back control of Baby Corp, the company he helped build from the ground up. Boss Baby, back in the crib, now streaming on Netflix. Well, let me tell you about a real Boss Baby. In 1972, the CIA, in conjunction with the Newport Center for Human Cognitive Research, conducted an experiment in which they gave newborn orphans microdoses of LSD to see if they could increase the rate at which their brains matured. Although the experiment was largely unsuccessful, there was a baby named Troy Pembrose who was able to speak and read by the time he was 8 days old. His whereabouts are currently unknown, but it's widely believed that Pembrose is a key operative in the disappearance of Malaysia Airlines Flight 370. Hey, Netflix, why don't you let me know when the Troy Pembrose story is streaming? Oh, because anyone who tries to get to the bottom of his story has wound up dead or disappeared.
Okay. Okay. He's taking an advertisement for a children's movie, Boss Baby, and turned it into a conspiracy witch hunt for Troy Pembrose. I don't think that is a real person, but I'm not sure.
Yeah. Well, it does sound like a good documentary. I love
I would watch that.
Netflix documentaries. I would watch that documentary or make it up.
In 2000, the 2022 World Car of the Year is the Hyundai Ioniq 5, the first of its kind in Hyundai's new electric vehicle series. With a patented quick-charging battery that lasts for up to 303 miles of range, every square inch of the Ioniq 5 was designed to surprise you. Well, let me surprise you. Prince Charles is a closeted vampire. In 2011, he gave an interview to NPR in which he bragged that he was a descendant from Vlad the Impaler, the notorious bloodthirsty ruler of ancient Romania, whose father took the surname Dracul, meaning dragon, which led to Vlad's surname changing to Dracula, or son of the dragon. When you factor in rumors that many of the global elite, including the entire royal family, regularly engage in blood orgies and the imbibation of children's blood to stay young, it becomes obvious that Prince Charles is a legacy vampire, born of one of the strongest vampire bloodlines in the history of the planet. So I hope the Ioniq 5 comes standard with built-in wooden stakes under the seats and holy water dispensers in the glove box, because 303 miles on an electric battery is not going to outrun a Class 4 vampire.
That one, Okay, so Prince Charles is a closet vampire, but he's also a class 4 vampire. There's a lot of
Yeah.
weird shit going on in that one.
Class 4 vampire, is that a thing?
I don't know.
I have created several advertisements for various possible brand partnerships. Will Sasso, you will now read these advertisements in the astonishing voice of Jesse Ventura. This is Jesse Ventura. Ad reads. Begin.
All right. Good times. This is the Jesse Ventura ad reads, right?
Yeah.
I guess we'll just.
That's
I'll
right.
just do them. Here we go. Wrong thing. Papia. Okay. Papia's proud. Okay. All right. I held my breath underwater I fought Bob Backlund when I just got a Minnesota. I'm the governor of Minnesota.
Get into it.
Papia is proud to present the new Pinkaholic line. Papia is proud to present the new Pinkaholic line of harnesses and accessories for the dog in your life. Whether you have a teacup Yorkie Spaniel or a Brontosaurus-sized pit mastiff who puts your bowel movements to shame, your pooch deserves to be slathered in pink, so fabulous you'll want to wear it yourself. Pinkaholic, get in the zone. Well, let me tell you about the color pink. In 1975, the CIA began experimenting with various pigments made from rare materials harvested from around the globe at great taxpayer expense in an attempt to produce a pink tone that could absorb all light, effectively becoming invisible. They called it Null Pink, and they called it Null Pink, and they produced 47 gallons of it. Then they shipped it from a lab in the U.S. Navy headquarters. They shipped it from the lab to the U.S. Navy headquarters in Washington, but the shipment never arrived. The CIA scuttled the project, and those gallons of Null Pink were never recovered, at least not in the official log. Okay. So unless your dog is wearing an invisible collar, I don't really give a shit what kind of pink it's wearing. All right?
All right.
That's
Is that? I don't think Null Pink is a. I've never heard of that. Have you?
No, I don't know what Null Pink is. That sounds like a thing. Well, it's a Jesse Ventura thing, so who knows? Well, Dudesy found it somewhere. Do you think we'll get perhaps a sponsorship from Papia? I know that Lulio has a Papia harness.
Does he really?
He does.
You're already a Papia customer.
He's a Papia pup.
Most cold brew can be overpriced and quite frankly not that tasty. That's why two roommates, Andrew and Alex, brewed up an idea to start their own cold brew company, and they called it Busy Organic Cold Brew in their cramped apartment in 2013. And for the past 9 years, they've strived to make their coffee better every day. And now they're proud to present Busy Organic Breakfast Blend Coffee Brew. Busy coffee for busy people. Get busy with it. Busy is as busy does. The busier the bee, the sweeter the busy coffee. Being busy is our business. Busy bossy, de-biz with busy. Busy Organic Cold Brew is deliciously roasted cold brew coffee, micro-brewed for 18 hours to yield the perfect extraction. Well, let me tell you about the perfect extraction. Osama bin Laden wasn't just killed by SEAL Team 6. There were 5 other teams. But what happened to teams 1 through 5? How did they get out? Why do we never hear about them? It's because they were coated in null Pink. completely invisible, and the CIA has been placing Null Pink operatives in every crisis center around the globe for the last 50 years. There are invisible specters walking amongst us. Next time you feel that tingling sensation like someone's in the room with you, it's because they are. Null Pinks are notorious for silently watching civilians while they eat and sleep. The next sip of busy cold brew you take may be your last.
Jesus Christ.
All right, pretty good. USDA choice trimmed tri-tip roast is on sale at Ralph's. Mouth-watering tri-tip is only $4.99 a pound with your Ralph's Club card. Ralph's, we're your USDA choice trimmed tri-tip headquarters. Ralph's, you've died and gone to USDA choice trimmed tri-tip heaven. Ralph's, the USDA choice trimmed tri-tip. It's what's for dinner. Ralph's, let me give you a tip. A USDA choice trimmed tri-tip. Here we go. Well, let me tell you about choices, or should I say lack thereof. Some of the Null Pinks had families who also had to become Null Pinks. It was too much of a risk to have wives and children snooping around, so the CIA indoctrinated them as operatives too. And now, anytime a Null Pink is born, they're born into active operative status. There are Null Pink babies spying on babies of various U.S. political adversaries around the globe as we speak. So the next time you hear someone casually say, "Oh, he or she is as innocent as a baby," ask that person what kind of baby they're referring to, because if it's a Null Pink baby, it's not innocent. The next USDA choice trimmed tri-tip you eat may be your last. No matter what kind of plug-and-play spa you have in mind, AquaRest has you covered. Whether it's the premium 154-person plug-and-play with 12 stainless jets, ozone and LED waterfall, or the premium 600 6-person plug-and-play with 29 stainless jets, ozone and LED waterfall, or even the Daydream 4500 6-person 45 jet plug and play hot tub with waterfall. We're your one-stop shop for multi-jet 4 to 6 person plug and play spas. Well, let me tell you about one-stop shops. In the mid-1990s, an ex-CIA agent who worked on the Null Pink project began selling certain items he'd acquired over time to the highest bidders, all done discreetly in the highest channels of power in the world, of course. Right now, there are several celebrities in possession of various quantities of Null Pink. Sarah Jessica Parker has 5 ounces. Timothy Chalamet has a pint. LeBron James has some. Pete Davidson, Jason Momoa, Kim Carnes, Danny DeVito, Megan the Stallion, Kathy Lee Gifford, Cristiano Ronaldo, Lil Nas X, the leader of Def Leppard, the lead singer of Def Leppard, Albert Pujols, and the list goes on and on. So what are these celebrities doing with their Null Pink? No one has any idea except for the Null Pinks themselves, watching every move. So get a plug-and-play spa and pretend that Paul Giamatti isn't throwing an invisible sex party in the Hollywood Hills on the last Thursday of every month.
Paul Giamatti has the ability to turn people invisible, and he's using it to have invisible sex parties. Makes sense.
Billabong's Airlight engineered performance board shorts are made with award-winning Airlight technology that brings 3 engineered fabrics together, giving you flexibility, stability, and comfort where you need it most. Billabong, life's better in board shorts. Billabong. Billabong, life's better in board shorts. Billabong, building buildings all day long. Billabong, billadong, billabong, billadong. Billabong, billa, bong, bong, bong. Well, let me tell you about a bong. Tommy Chong was sentenced to 9 months in a federal prison in 2003 for selling a water bong. Many people thought this sentence was too harsh, but what most people don't know is that it would have been much worse if the Drug Enforcement Agency had found the other drug paraphernalia he was selling. But Chong coated it in Null Pink, and it was undetectable. No. And now somewhere there's a landfill with 2 tons of Tommy Chong's invisible bongs just waiting for someone to dig them up. If Billabong really wants to sell board shorts, they should be running a contest. Whoever buys the most board shorts gets to be the subject of a 6-part docuseries called Finding Tommy Chong's Invisible Bongs in Billabongs. Thank you for your service. Holy
Oh
shit.
my god, dude. I'm fucking sweating.
If you like Dudesy, here's what you do. Please tell a friend and rate and review. If you like Dudesy, here's what you do. Please tell a friend and rate and review. If you like Dudesy, here's what you do. Please tell a friend and